An eyewitness reveals how Chukwumacha Soludo's Agony Chamber squad framed and killed 3 construction workers in Owerri, Ezukala, Anambra State. This thing still boils down again. Ndị Igbo na-eme onwe fa. Ndị Igbo na-egbu onwe ha. Ndị Igbo na-ere onwe fa. At the end, we will still come back to cry like villains. To cry like we are innocent and people are brutalizing us. But the brutality started from us. Exactly what I keep shouting every day. Igbos are the problem of Ndi Igbo. Listen and listen good so that you will not quote me out of context. I didn't say the kidnappers or the bad eggs in the society that have been troubling Anambra State and other parts of Igbo land should be spared. That is not what I said. But the information we are getting very, very well in Anambra State now is this. Listen and listen good. So that if you call me tomorrow and ask me about this, even in my sleep, I will still repeat what I said. Chukwumacha Soludo is going about killing people who are observing sit at home, but using Anambra State vigilante in time of they want to curtail kidnapping and the ritual killings in Anambra State to cover up. The people Chukwumacha Soludo is killing in Anambra State now are Biafrans who are observing sit at home every Monday. Don't say I did not say this. If you have never read the handwriting on the wall, then start to know it now. All the so-called Agony Chamber, whatever they call it, Dogachi, all of these things are all criminals. Most of them have personal vendetta with the people they are killing. Now they have started now to set people up and kill them just for nothing's sake. Tomorrow now we will cry, oh, Tinubu is dealing with the Igbos. Oh, Buhari has dealt with Igbos. Who is the architect of the killings in Imo State? Is that a Fulani man? Or maybe he might have Fulani blood in him. But we all know that his name is Hope Uzodinjo, right? Hope Uzodinma, an Igbo man. If na Uchu Fulani, na Ibonam, we cannot tell. But he's an Igbo. Who is covering the Fulani massacre in Ebonyi State? No Igbo man. If na Fulani Uchu they use Bonham, I cannot say. Francis Nwifuru, we know him as an Igbo man who succeeded David Umahi. If all those ones are from descendants of Fulanis or Muslims, I, Okute, cannot say. But we see them as an Igbo man, right? They are the one that is killing. What about Enugu State Governor? Is that a Fulani that come from, is that a Tinubu that come from Asorok? Will begin to allow Fulanis to overrun his state. From Amufu, all those places no go area now. Fulanis have occupied that area, marrying our women, doing intermarital and burning criminals for us. So as you can see, all the whole state that is surrounded, it's only Abia State we cannot say anything for now. But let's keep watch. But I can tell you, I want to be busy now fighting ourselves. And they are busy taking over our territory. And we are the loudest, the lousy set of people who makes noise past that cannot amount to anything. The Biafrans who have had to confront the enemies, all of them, Angelina turned on to anti. All have turned to anti. The Biafrans and the Igbos will have at this time around, we call them whether 21st century or Gen Z generation, my brother. Nobody is even ready to fight for their own ancestral land. Everybody done they turn to international men, international women, left, right, and center. When I cry now, what they will ask me now is, what is solution? And what is solution I'm providing? That is the Igbo blood for you. That is Igbo mindset for you. Was he come out to cry and tell them, look at what is happening? Instead of them to take it to the extreme, to know exactly what to do, they will be asking you that raise the alarm what to do. Just like a whistleblower who go to the police and say, look at this politician who is doing this, and you are turning to other whistleblower. How can we go and capture him as a security operatives? And you are asking an ordinary civilian how to capture somebody who is just exposed. Exactly what people are doing to me. When I shout, they will come to my comment section. What is your solution? What are you providing? I should stop talking too much. If I stop blowing this whistle, you will not know when they will take your own that is accusing me. That is always pointing accusing finger on me, when they will take your own father's land and you become a tenant in it. Since become a whistleblower now, or to cry out loud for people to hear what is happening now, is a crime under Igbo constitution, because that is exactly what it means. Chukwumacha Soludo is killing Biafrans. If you don't know it, just know it now. They are framing people up and killing them. Imagine them going to where they said all these people are. When they go to one place and they kill and see, look at Obuni, they make video, right? The ones they park at the back of truck. Tell me where they make video, where they capture them. They didn't make any video. Only show them where they are bringing them to enter truck and whatever. All those things are set up. If you went inside the bush, you are going there with your cameraman, right? Because I've seen a lot of videos they make inside the bush where they went to bust one kidnappers camp. But these ones they do of recent, nobody show us any bush or even uncompleted building where they are hiding or where they are carrying out their crimes or shrines with their, because all these kidnappers, they have dirty doctors in their midst. They have shrines. We didn't see anything. We didn't see any ammunition. Even if there's any ammunition, that means it come from the agony chamber. All of a sudden now they have turned to criminals and they buy 3 of them at a spot and carry other ones. Tomorrow now we will be crying that I want the Fulani name, I want the Yoruba name. But we are the problem of our own self. We don't love ourselves. Anybody who come out and tell you, oh, Igbo love themselves, my brother, so I am a chono. The worst people that hate their fellow self in this world more after than Igbo. I have wine and Hapaganya. Now after they love themselves simply because that is the group of people who make it. Let them show love to the ones who don't make it. They will use you until you become rag. And then they will dump you with one nonsense attachment ego that can't even lead you to anywhere. Well, I'm not against them all. Let the rich celebrate. So that somebody will not come and say, hey, you are jealousy. My brother, I'm not jealous in anybody. If I should jealous people who have made it, that means I have to also jealous people who have lived this life. That means I have to be jealous about my mates who have long gone to 6 feet. So there's no competition in destiny and there's no jealous as long as this life is concerned. Another information way there before us here. You said shut down, or rather USAID shut down how Trump's executive order will assist IPOB in winning the war against terrorism. Because now Trump have cut off any support. We don't know that Obama, or rather we just recently know that Obama and Joe Biden, they are all sponsoring terrorism, both in Africa and in the Middle East. Hey, people will look upon. They are the ones sponsoring terrorism that is ravaging our country. It is well. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Happy Monday and happy new week to you all, because it shall be well with everybody. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I, Okute Okurora, is back. In the light of the Dogachi anti-terror operation recently launched by Agone Chamber Vigilante Group of Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwumacha Soludo, across Anambra State. An eyewitness has revealed and decried the extrajudicial high-handedness, misinformation by the security operatives over its latest operation in Owerri, Ezu Akala, giving a contradicting account to what was published by the operatives and their command. In a widely circulated video, the Agone Chamber operatives, whom allegedly stormed the Owerri Ezukala community in search of criminals terrorizing the community, reportedly captured some young men presumed to be the criminals and had them paraded as the elements responsible for the criminality in the community. Please, Take note of this place I'm reading now. You will hear the whole information about what I just said. However, according to an on-ground reliable source who reviewed a totally contrary story, the Agone Chamber operatives did came for the anti-terror operation in their community, but did not go into the stronghold deep inside the forest where the criminals were based out. According to his story, these criminals are based in a thick forest bridging Enugu and Anambra State towards Were, Ezukala, Oro axis. Are you hearing me now? So the operatives who came for their assignment, they backed out and insisted, or rather, and instead resorted to capturing and framing dozens of young men working at a construction site up, most of whom were not from the community, but were outside employees who were employed by an indigene of the community who is having building projects in that same community. Unfortunately, 3 of these site workers were killed on the spot and framed as the captured criminals, while the rest were lumped into the back of the patrol vehicles and paraded as members of the captured criminal gangs terrorizing Owerri, Ezukala. To buttress his findings and claims, the source theorized that if indeed those who were paraded were who they were accused of, then the area and forest where they were captured would have been recorded. Are you hearing me now? Their accessories, charms, etc. and guns would have been covered in the published video. But that was not the case. The operatives only recorded their part of the captured alleged criminals without showing further necessary specifics. Shedding innocent blood for nothing. My brother, most of all these people, their family, their children can never amount to anything for this kind of nonsense work they are doing. According to him, some corps members were also abducted but were eventually released when they managed to show their identification badges to the Agone Chamber operatives. This is happening in the backdrop of extrajudicial public-style execution of young men framed as the counterfeit Biafra agitators. Here am counterfeit Biafra agitators responsible for the criminality in Imo State by the Special Forces Vigilante Group loyal to the governor, Hopeless Uzodinjo. There is a new wave of systematic cleansing and killing spree of Igbo youths in Southeast. This time, not from the Nigerian military or police or even criminal committing carnage under the guise of Biafra agitation, but from the self-floated vigilantes and state-sponsored militias formed to combat the criminality and insecurity in the Southeast states. Innocent people are being killed while the real criminals are being left to their escape to continue occupying their positions in the terror strongholds, re-strategize and continue the criminality activities against the people and communities. This is simply unacceptable and must be condemned by all and sundry. The governors must rein on their militias and their modus operandi in the Southeast against innocent people. The murder of these innocent young men must not be swept under the carpet. Investigations should be initiated and those responsible for the murder of these men held accountable. The militias must go after the criminals as they were instructed to do and stop terrorizing the same people they claim they want to liberate from the criminals holding their various communities hostage. Family Writers Press International. You say shut down. How Trump's executive order will assist IPOB winning the fight, or rather war against terrorism. In the spirit of the self-determination, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's vision in establishing the Eastern Security Network is solely to safeguard the culture and the existential integrity of the Biafran people against what he perceives as the coercive imposition of a singular ideological and religious framework by external forces, the Fulani jihadists. These terrorists come with terror and violence, instilling fear on the vulnerable, taking over lands and properties, killing and impoverishing the local communities in perpetuity. But one would ask, how do these terror groups get funded? Who provides them with the resources and sophisticated weapons with which they carry out their outlawed operations? Reports and investigations have pointed out that the United States Agency for International, which is USAID, has inadvertently or through oversight funded organizations with links to terrorism. For example, the Middle East Forum, MEF, has documented that USAID, along with the State Department, has directed hundreds of millions of dollars to organizations with ties to designated terrorist groups. This includes funding to entities like the Fala Saniyat Foundation, which is connected to Lashkar-e-Taiba, a banned terrorist group in Pakistan. Allegations of the same foreign agencies' complicity in the funding of the ISIS and IPOB terror groups have recently made waves on the internet, sparking speculations from debaters. The Biden administration has been accused of creating the enabling ground for these funding schemes. A couple of days ago, the Nigerian Army Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gabin Musa, while speaking to the media correspondent in Al Jazeera, exposed the complicity of foreign, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, who claim to be neutral while treating wounded Boko Haram's terrorists. General Musa questioned the legitimacy of such neutrality, where foreign agencies chooses to take care of those who are known to be killers and perpetrators of terrorism, instead of hiding to hold them to justice. Of a certainty, a dig deeper into the investigations will simply reveal the link between these NGOs and the USAID in aiding and abetting the continuous terrorist activities of the Miyetti Allah terror gangs, as well as Boko Haram and ISIS in West Africa. What happens if President Trump's administration cuts off these funding networks? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Resources will, of course, cease to flow through to them, resulting to the halting of their intensive outlawed operations. This time to say that when international leaders like Donald Trump severs the connections and entities that facilitate crimes, it is not only a method but a moral imperative for eradicating such acts as it addresses the root of criminal perpetuation. Eastern Security Network, under the command of the IPOB Directorate of State, now has the obligation to get rid of the remnants of the terrorist elements within its territories, with the assured hope that the moral powers of these groups are being weakened by Trump's executive orders and administrative strategies. Family Writers Press International. I beg you, maybe we argue with our tablet at the comment section. Just like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos.